HR said my Afro was unprofessional, so I stopped explaining myself. I was called into HR and told my Afro was unprofessional and might make clients uncomfortable. They said it gently, like they were doing me a favor. I nodded, smiled, and went back to my desk, but something in me shut down. I didn't argue. I didn't complain. I just stopped explaining myself. What happened next made me question whether silence can be louder than protest. Before I continue with my story, please take out time to subscribe and like this video. It really helps with the algorithm. Now, let's continue. HR didn't yell. They didn't insult me. They didn't even sound rude. And somehow, that made it worse. They smiled at me the whole time. Folded hands. Calm voices. Like they were about to offer me tea, not take something from me. Some clients might find your hair distracting. That was the word. Distracting. And just like that, my Afro wasn't my hair anymore. It was a problem. I had been working there almost 2 years. Never late. Never sloppy. Always the one people came to when projects were failing. My performance reviews were clean. My numbers were strong. My emails were polite. So when I got the message, HR would like to see you, I honestly thought I was about to be praised. I even fixed my posture on the walk there. The HR office smelled like air freshener and fake calm. They didn't sit behind the desk. They sat beside me. That should have warned me. They said they wanted to have a gentle conversation. Then one of them glanced at my head. Not my face, my hair. And said, "This isn't a complaint, but some clients might feel your hairstyle isn't professional." Not my work. Not my attitude. My hair. They kept softening it. "We love your confidence. We respect cultural expression. This is just about image." Image. As if my hair had walked into the office before I did. As if my mind came second. I asked quietly, "Have any clients complained?" They exchanged a look. Then said, "No, but we want to prevent any issues." Prevent. Meaning nothing had happened. But something could. And that was enough. I felt heat crawl up my back. Not anger, fear. Because I knew this moment. This was the moment where Black women become difficult. Where tone matters more than truth. Where emotion becomes a weapon used against you. I thought of rent. Of bills. Of how long it took to get this job. So I smiled. And nodded. They said, "Maybe something more neutral." Neutral. I wanted to ask what neutral meant. Straight? Flat? Quiet? But instead, I heard myself say, "Okay. I understand." And the meeting ended. Just like that. No warning. No policy. No apology. Just my hair, left on the table between us. I went back to my desk. Opened my laptop, answered emails. Smiled at a coworker who had no idea something had been taken from me in a small white office. Inside, though, something shut down. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just, quietly. Like a door clicking closed. All day, my mind argued with itself. Report it. Explain it. Educate them. Send an email. Document everything. But another voice whispered, "And then what? What if they labeled me sensitive? What if projects stopped coming my way? What if my name became heavy in rooms I wasn't in?" I realized something painful. I wasn't afraid of being wrong. I was afraid of being marked, so I made a decision that surprised even me. I didn't straighten my hair. I didn't wear a wig. I didn't book another meeting. I also didn't explain. I stopped offering pieces of myself to make people comfortable. I did my job, well. And nothing else. When comments hovered, I answered emails instead. When looks lingered, I focused on deadlines. When someone said, "You're very confident," I said, "Thank you," and returned to my screen. No speeches, no stories, no permission. Something changed. Not in me first. In them. Meetings got quieter. Jokes stopped landing near me. People became careful. Not kinder. Careful. My work started speaking before I entered rooms. And slowly, the same managers who worried about my image started relying on my output. They never brought up my hair again. But they didn't need to. The silence had weight now. And in that silence, I found something unexpected. Relief. Not because they changed. But because I did. I realized how much energy I had been spending making myself digestible. Smaller. Softer. Explained. When I stopped doing that, I didn't lose power. I found it. No one apologized. No email came. No policy was rewritten. But I wasn't the same person who walked into that HR office. I learned something I wasn't taught growing up. Sometimes the loudest boundary is the one you don't announce. They expected me to change my hair. I didn't. I changed how much access they had to me. And somehow, everything shifted. Was my silence strength or fear? What would you have done?